hole up the middle area. Touchdown, Bentonville. Intercepted, number 4, the quarterback. Touchdown, Bentonville.
Now look me in the eyes and put your hand in mine. Whatever's about to happen right here in this moment of time. So let's draw a line right here in the sand and let it be said that on this very day is the day that we took a stand. Cause not just a game, it's more than a game, it's more than the hurt, it's more than the pain, it's more than the glory, it's more than the fame. This right here is about legacy, man, so it's bigger than me, it's bigger than us. We can lose sight in the midst of the fuss. Let's slow it down and take it in. Enjoy this moment, what's the rush? They want it bad, but we want it more. This is what we've been waiting for. With tears in our eyes, we let our hearts roar. Unleash war when we walk out this door. We won't be delayed, we won't be denied. In the end, we won't refuse with clear eyes, a full heart. There's no way that we can lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes.
Hello everyone and welcome to this playoff edition of the Tiger Football Report. I'm John McElroy and I'm joined as always by head coach of the Bentonville Tigers, Jody Grant. Well, Coach Grant, we'll just jump right in. Of course, Bentonville coming off the big emotional win over Fayetteville in Week 10, and in doing so, earning a first-round bye in the state playoffs. So, as you guys went into the bye week this past week, obviously very familiar territory for Bentonville. As you started looking at who you would possibly get in your first-round game, Fort Smith Northside and North Little Rock played each other. You'd already played Northside. Did you kind of start looking at if North Little Rock won, what the scheme would be like for North Little Rock?
Yeah, our typical bye week plan is to spend a day on each opponent. So Monday was a day of weights and just kind of we rested our kids. And then Tuesday when we came out, we operated a little bit with what we knew about North Little Rock, which we didn't know a whole lot. We just had to do a little research on them. And then on Wednesday, we spent the day on Northside, and then we just kind of continued to use that week to just get better for us fundamentally. So we did spend a day on North Little Rock. All
right. Well, Coach, we found out North Little Rock did defeat Northside down at North Little Rock. So you knew going into last week who your opponent was going to be. When you looked at North Little Rock, one of the things that I researched, this was a team that started 0-4, and I think a lot of people around the state had probably written them off. But since that time, they were on a 7-game winning streak, and head coach Jamie Mitchell really had that group believing. That had to be a concern for you.
Yeah, we felt like as far as a draw that we got, it was an unlucky draw. You're talking about one of the hottest teams in the conference, at that point. On their 7-game win streak, they're averaging about 45 points a game, and they made a switch at quarterback and started simplifying some of the things they do offensively, and they kind of bought into that system and have been doing it real well. So we knew that they were going to be able to do some stuff offensively, and they were so athletic and really very well coached and disciplined over there. So we knew our work was cut out for us, and it was tough.
All right, Coach. Well, that's going to take us to our first break, but when we return, we'll go out to Tiger Stadium for the first half highlights. You're watching the Tiger Football Report. Okay, Coach, here we go, and you get a first-round playoff game here at Tiger Stadium. I know it's got to be exciting.
Yeah, it's nice. Got a great crowd, and here they start off, and what a great way to open up the game was Logan Darby. We spent a lot of time this week on our kickoff return, and these guys were excited, and this got the place kind of going. Logan Darby's had a phenomenal year, opens up the game with a big-time 85-yard touchdown. We're starting it off 7-0. So it's pretty exciting at this point.
Yeah, great job of Darby and using the vision to see where it's opening up, and good job not to go out of bounds there, kind of tightrope the sideline.
Yeah, that's a great job. You can see how excited our kids are. We had been talking to them all week about how we've got to do something in the return game. We've got too many guys not to be able to have success. So our guys kind of bought into that, and Coach Hutchins did a great job with them this week, and it paid off. It was good. All
right, so you jump out early, 7-0, and this will be the first look you get at North Little Rock's offense.
Yeah, we decided to sky kick because of the wind and man, a loose ball, and you'd think we'd jump on it, but we're unsuccessful there, but still pleased with field position here that they're going to have to go 80 yards on us. First ball, again, loose. You got 2 balls and 2 snaps loose on the ground, and we're unsuccessful coming up with them, but our guys were flying around. You can tell on that first snap, making plays. They come out and throw a little inside slant route to their number 2 receiver right there, inside receiver, and that guy's really good and made some plays right there. This is their play, their little G play that they've had success with all year. We worked really hard to stop that, and at times we did, but for a lot of times they did some stuff with it, and you know, very impressed with the way they operated offensively.
Yeah, Coach, I think they put the ball on the ground 4 or 5 times, but were able, for them, fortunately, to get on it each time. So.
Yeah, ideally you'd like, as a coaching staff, like to see your guys jump on that as much as we worked that, but our guys did good. You know, we're doing some stuff, but you know, they moved down the field and operated pretty good. We had to have some guys that come in due to some injuries, and it took us a little bit for them to get used to the speed of it and operate through some of that. So we're all tied up right now.
All right, 7-7, and you'll get really your first look at the offense. So you guys won the toss, took the football, but after the kickoff return, haven't seen the offense yet.
Yeah, so we get another nice little return here by Nathan Lyons, who's done a great job for us here. We're back at midfield. So that's 2 big-time kickoff returns for us so far. And then our little pump and go to Logan, who ended up being wide open. So what a great throw by Casey, and a good play fake by Cam out there. And well, you can feel the excitement in the air. It's a lot of excitement going on right now for our fans.
Yeah, 2 offensive snaps, and Logan Darby's got 2 touchdowns. So good start for the Tigers. Mooring. Don't like to call him automatic, but he's very good back there.
He is very good. He is very good. So you feel good about him when he's kicking an extra point. You feel like that we can take care of that as long as we're protecting well. And we spent a lot of time on that recently, so we feel pretty good about that.
All right, so you're going to kick it away, and you're kicking into a pretty strong wind. So it's hard for Mooring to get the touchback here. It looks like he might go with a little squib.
Yeah, we squibbed it. You know, when you're kicking into the wind, into very dangerous receivers, returners, you got to be smart about that. So our goal was for them not to have big returns and trust that our defense could go out there and do some work. And you know, here we go. Here they are running their G play again. Their offensive line, you know, protected so well and did some stuff. But our guys, you know, did pretty good stuff. You know, they were out there. Our defense was out there for 82 snaps. And you know, you can see right here, we get a tip ball, and Tyrone intercepts the football. So anytime you can stop an offense, get the ball back to your offense, especially considering how our offense is playing, things are good for us right now.
Now, you mentioned 82 snaps. Time of possession, I think North Little Rock had it 34 minutes to 14 for Bentonville.
That's exactly right. You know, we look at the snaps. What a big play right here. It's a 3rd and 20. We run a double post wheel. They don't cover Darby, and our quarterback finds him for a big first down right there. And then Lucas Bowman, who's finally getting healthy. We'll get to use him a little bit more. He's a very good sophomore running back for us. And then Casey here punches it in on the quarterback sneak. So our offense is really clicking at this point on very minimal snaps. You know, we just talked about that. We were out there defensively for 82 snaps. Our offense only had 36 snaps offensively. So we did not win the battle of snaps or time of possession. But right now we're up 21-7 on the scoreboard and feeling pretty good about it.
All right, yeah, 21-7. And you know, when you look at the offense, North Little Rock run, heavy run oriented, you got to feel pretty good that they're going to have to get long, sustained drives, and it's not an offense you want when you're trying to come from behind.
This is true. The thing about that is the guys they're handing the ball to have the ability to break a tackle in a hurry. So you have to be smart and careful with that. And you know, our guys played really well. We didn't tackle as well as we'd like, but you got to give credit to their backs. Here they are on a punt and had a bad snap. Our guys were able to go drop them for a big loss. So now our offense is going to go out there with the ball on the 5, and here's Casey hitting Clay Barganier on a little slant route. So you know, going into the halftime, we still got 8 minutes to play, but we're up 28-7. So our kids are playing with a lot of confidence right now, and we just got to keep this thing going.
Yeah, and Coach, what you got to really feel good about is you're taking advantage of the opportunities you're getting offensively. You know, you look there on the bobbled snap, on the punt, the turnovers, and you're responding with that, and that's got to feel good.
So we're back out there defensively, and they're working down the field doing some different stuff. Our kids are getting after you. See, we're really talking about just being great tacklers and trying to get the football out and trying to keep them in bounds and work the clock. But we want to go to halftime with we'll take this 21-point lead going into halftime. So our kids did a pretty good job with that.
Oh, good game tackling right there.
You can see our guys flying around and making plays. There's Darby again. You see him show up a lot, and Destin Atkins and Tyrone Mahone. Getting good pressure on our guy here. Good coverage, and they overthrow the guy. You know, this quarterback's pretty dangerous with his feet, you know, so we really didn't want to pressure him too much. Just let him throw it and just trust our coverage. Put the ball on the ground. Jacob Clark puts the ball on the ground there, but we recover it. So we'll take this lead going into halftime, up 28-7. And so we go into halftime and kind of talk through some things and make some adjustments coming into the second half.
All right, well, there you have it. The Tigers in command, 28-7, as they go into the locker room at halftime. We'll be back in just a moment with second half highlights here on the Tiger Football Report.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
Crane Hyundai of Bentonville is your hometown full-service dealer. Our sales department gives you access to hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles, and our award-winning service department is here to fix your problem quickly and get you back on the road. At Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, everything we do is backed by the Crane Commitment, including a 100,000-mile warranty on every new and pre-owned vehicle, and our 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. Come see us at Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, located on Moberly Lane in Bentonville.
All right, we're back here on the Tiger Football Report. Coach, 28-7 lead, and you're going to kick it away to them.
Yeah, so we talked about at halftime that we need to come out and get a stop right here and get the ball back to our offense. And our guys came and did a great job making plays, doing a great job in coverage. You can see Jared Ritchie in there, who stepped in there for Brandon Atchison and did a lot of good things. Our guys are flying around and gang tackling. Some of these plays ended up turning into a rugby session because the whistle would never get blown, but that's part of it. And then we force a punt and get the ball back for our offense. And so now this is where we talked about we got to go down here and punch it in and score. We feel like at that point, if we can score, we may can get this thing out of hand.
Casey doing a good job finding his receivers.
There's a little reverse to Tyrone. We've been excited about calling this one. Oh, that's Cam, I'm sorry. That's a bad deal. We ended up running a little reverse play to Cam and put the ball on the ground. Now this is where the momentum swing happens. Right here you can see the excitement that they have. And so they're starting to do some things. Get the ball out to their back right here, who's got some pretty good speed. You can see David Nichols coming and making a play there. So our guys got to start, you know, they got the momentum and they're doing some stuff, so we got to go make some plays here.
You know, Coach, it's kind of interesting when you get a team, you're up 28-7 at this point, and the team's facing a one-and-done situation. They really get a little unpredictable because they kind of just start pulling everything out.
Yeah, and that's very true, and they did that. I'm going to tell you what, for a quarterback that's not really known to be a great passer, that was a great throw he made right there. Here they go and they punch it in. So, you know, now we go from a position where we can kind of put this thing away to now we're in a ball game. We're up 14. We need to operate a little bit offensively here and work some clock.
Coach Hutchins there talking to his special teams. Well, I think that's one of the parts of the game that gets so underlooked, is the importance of the special teams.
Well, you're exactly right. And that's why we specifically have Coach Hutchins, is that he's the coordinator of our special teams. He spends a lot of his time evaluating the film on special teams and does a phenomenal job with that. Here we go offensively, doing some stuff, operating, running the ball real well. Love the way Jacob Clark's running the football. Our offensive line is getting us some holes and doing work. Here we are in a little screen to our tight end. Ends up being short of a first down after a big long yardage deal. So we're gonna have to punt. Casey punts the ball, hoping to get it inside inside the 10 there, but it ends up going out. So they got to go 80, and here we go. We felt like if we can get them throwing the football, that was going to be advantage us, just because they're so dangerous running the football, as you can see with these guys. We're just missing tackles right there, and you got to give them a lot of credit there. That back is really good, and his offensive line's doing good work, and they've got a lot of momentum at this point.
Okay, so we move into the fourth quarter, still up 2 scores, but North Little Rock on the drive.
Yeah, North Little Rock's coming down here, and they're inside the red zone and getting close, and as they punch it in right here, you can tell our defense has been on the field a long time. They're tired. We're really having to talk to them about staying focused and motivated, that we still have a lead here, because you could kind of feel that they were deflating a little bit.
Yeah, and it's it's going to be real important for the offense to score, but at least pick up some first downs to give that defense a rest.
Yeah, once again, a great return. Bring the ball back out to the 40. Cameron Hunt this time. All 3 of our return guys did a great job. And Jacob Clark running hard. I'm very pleased with him as he's come back from his injury. Our offensive line's doing great. We got to keep operating offensively and doing some things. Eliminate penalties, hang on to the football, and just work down the field here. Take a shot to Cameron. Overthrow just a little bit. He had him beat. Have to end up having a punt. Not the best punt, not ideally what we're looking for there. Chase has done a great job for us all year. Not disappointed in him, just not a great punt on that particular one. So now we're out there. Our defense is going to have to come make a play, because we're only up 7 right here, and we're in the fourth quarter with, 7 or 8 minutes left.
And I'm sure those guys on defense understood, hey, if we can stop them here, we've got the ball game.
Well, that's what we talked about. We said, we've got the lead, all right? They're going to have to score, and it's up. They're going to have to go through a real good defense to do that. So our kids kind of bought into that. You can see David stepping up, making a big play. That's a drop. So now I think we're in a position where it's, long yardage. There's a fourth down right there. It's 4th and I think 11 or 12. And Angel Guerrera and Timmy Fernandez come and make a huge play on the quarterback. This is big. Now all our offense has to do is get a first down.
Well, and here it is.
You can
right
see,
here.
right? You
Yeah.
can see, boy. You can see he's running so hard with great passion, and he's doing that for his teammates. We talk. You can see how excited he is. He was not going to let them down, and he got the first down. And what a great deal for us, and what a great ball game that was.
Coach, and back to that run there by Jacob, knowing the situation, stay in bounds to keep the clock running. So the Tigers survive a late rush there by North Little Rock and hang on to advance to next week. And boy, the students are excited. Like I said, a good crowd. Students heading into Thanksgiving break, but a good crowd out at Tiger Stadium to watch the Tigers advance.
Yeah, and we're excited about continuing on and getting to play another round.
All right, well, that's going to take us to our next break, but when we return, we'll preview next week's game against the Fayetteville Bulldogs. You're watching the Tiger Football Report. All right, we're back on the Tiger Football Report. Well, Coach, there's an old saying, if you're practicing and playing the week of Thanksgiving, you're having a good football season, and certainly this is not unfamiliar territory for the Bentonville Tigers. You guys advanced. You'll be practicing this week, Thanksgiving week, and you got a state semifinal game with a pretty familiar opponent in the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Talk to us about how exciting it is to be going into this game this week.
Yeah, it's real exciting. We talked to our kids about this on Saturday morning about, if you're playing on Thanksgiving, you're having a good year and you're a good football team. Any football team left playing at this point is really a good football team. So, and we're playing a real good football team that our guys are familiar with. Played them 2 weeks ago. So we're excited about it. We'll have a great week of practice and go out and just keep taking it one round at a time.
Coach, I was going to have to ask you, you played them again two weeks ago, and you're going to be playing them again, and you guys, seems like we do this every year, twice in the same season, but it really is sort of kind of a chess match, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is. I mean, you can look at some of the things that you did that was successful, and you can look at some of the things that you did that was unsuccessful, and you got to decide what you want to do, But on the flip side of that, they're over there watching film on what you did that was successful, and they're countering that some way somehow. So we're having to get creative and do some things, but that's part of the fun of this job, and our staff does a pretty good job with that. So we're excited about the plan that we're currently putting in.
All right, well, Coach, best of luck to you as you head into the state semifinals, and want to wish you and the staff and the players the best of luck this week as they take on Fayetteville.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And I'd like to thank you for joining us here each week where we take you inside of Bentonville Tiger football. So long, everyone.